today is the burial of NNAMD1 Kanu's parents in Umuahia, Abia State, and there have been a lot of agitations and a lot of issues here and there, but finally today the burial is ongoing. But there are concerns that have been raised about police officers seeing dismantling the CCTV, that's a closed circuit television that has been mounted in the compound and around that environment for security reasons. NNAMD1 Kanu is the leader of the group called IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, a group that is saying enough is enough. And there are questions that have been thrown to CP0L1CE why the cameras that were installed there would be removed. NNAMD1 Kanu posted on his official Facebook handle and said, "Let it be known that Abia State Police, under the command of NNAMD1, in collaboration with DSS, have proceeded to remove 2 CCTV cameras installed in and around my hometown to preempt and record any terror attack by the Nigerian Army and police, as well as was the case in September 2017. It was a very dark time. In fact, from NNAMD1 Kanu and from also some other IPOB members, they claimed that the death of both parents is as a result of the shock that they got when the military invaded the palace, when the military invaded his hometown, invaded his father's compound, and he himself had to escape for his life. And ever since then, he hasn't returned back to Biafra. So he went further to say the entire civilized world must ask the regime in Aso Rock and Abia State Police Commissioner, Mr. NNAMD1, why they are destroying CCTV cameras on private properties in my village if they have nothing to hide. So far, they succeeded in destroying 2 cameras, but I wish to assure them that there are 36 other well-concealed cameras recording and relaying in real time their activities in and around my home. Before newspaper editors and journalists in Nigeria start reporting their usual clash between security forces and IPOB, when in actual fact, it's the Nigerian government behaving childishly and recklessly. Let it be known that Nigerian Army and police are in Afaruku right now, actively looking for trouble and seeking to provoke a peace-loving and law-abiding people. It is the responsibility of our Britannic Majesty government through the British High Commissioner in Abuja to call the Fulani-controlled, murderous Nigerian Army and police to order. They have started in their usual provocative manner. Let no one say they were not warned." So that's just about that. And the dismantling of the CCTV, they claim that happened sometimes yesterday, stroke today, when the occasion was going to be, was the event, the very sad burial, is actually going to go on. So, there are a lot of reactions. Some say, whatever happens, this is purely an infringement of rights. You don't go to other people's private property and then you take off the CCTV. Why would you take off CCTV cameras from the home private properties? This is not government property. Why take off the cameras? That is the problem. It's a very terrible thing that is really happening right there. What is their intention? Why are they afraid of CCTV? Do they have any hidden agenda? Why wouldn't they want the cameras installed so we can all see for ourselves what is actually going on right there? As he claimed, they said the CCTVs, they relay in real time. I don't know if there's a network connection that can actually put this online for people to see what is really happening right there. And that is what we call transparency at the end of the day. That's what we call transparency. It's a terrible thing. And, the Nigerian police, the army, I expected them to do better. But then when they are being controlled and commanded somehow. And they should know that Afaruku is not a military barrack. It doesn't belong to them. This is a place where people live. This is a place where civilians live. And it is expected that they act accordingly, act right, act in line with the rules and regulations and rules of engagement. It's not supposed to be, this is a very sad moment. I think they should give the burial that respect. They should give the people that are mourning their dead, their loved ones. They should give them that respect rather than then coming and trying to be provocative. It's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. So now there are certain, issues that has also been raised as regards the removal of the camera itself. Some claim that there wasn't any camera that was removed, that this is just an opportunity for them to instigate and create create a form of victimization. But whatever it is, the point that is very important is this: whatever cameras they want to take off, whatever thing they want to do, the most important thing is that the burial goes peacefully and there is no form of violence whatsoever. That is the most important thing. And aside all of this, the one of the most very important thing is that at the end of the day, with all the blood that has been shed, with people that have been harmed, disabled, with a lot of aggrieved people here and there, the most important thing is that finally people can have a better life, because some people have sacrificed. Some people cannot be with their loved one at this moment to even attend a burial. Some people would have been relaxing, probably on vacation with their loved one, but their loved one is dead. Some people, the breadwinner of their family has gone with the struggle of Biafra. Some people, they cannot even provide for their family any longer because they themselves are not capable physically to even go out. They cannot make use of their legs. There are a lot of complex issues as regards this. So the greatest of all the sacrifice is that finally, at the end of the day, Biafra is achieved. And not just achieved, but at the end of the day, anyone that is going to be part of Biafra will definitely enjoy and should enjoy that same life at the best. That is the most important thing. Not just a breakaway, but a life at the best. That is just what this is all about. Because what is the use of a struggle? What is the use of people losing their life and all of this if finally people cannot enjoy themselves, people cannot live life, cannot live as humans, when finally the country finally breaks apart? What I call for, what I ask for, what I request for is a referendum. It's a peaceful and a democratic way of handling issues. It doesn't matter if there was any constitution written that supports a referendum or a breakaway and all of that. When people, that is what is done in a sane climate, when people say enough is enough, they are given opportunities for them to go to the poll, for them to vote either they for if they want to stay in or they don't want to stay in. That's just what it is. So all of this struggle, all of these problems, issues that are ongoing and seems as if it's not going to stop is because some groups of people are comfortable with the structure, with the way things are, and they care less about no other person. It's more or less about their own personal pocket. And once in a while they sell the division of, they use religion to divide, they use tribe, ethnic, and a lot of things. They come up with all of this, but at the end of the day, we are humans, although some people have chosen to act more lesser than animals. They decide to act without empathy, they decide to act without reason. They are only working towards achieving their own personal purpose. So when you see all of this combined together, you realize that humans, to some extent, they've gone to a point whereby you will wonder, what is the essence of living? What is the essence of accumulating all of this wealth? What's the essence of making the other person, oppressing the other person? Why should the South and the North stay together by force? What are we sharing? What are we giving? Is it a symbiotic relationship or a parasitic relationship? I'll leave that for you guys to look into. And while that, if you are not a member of this channel, we can grow together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever our videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.